Yo, 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 what is good, YouTube family? And we are back with another one. And yo, we're here with How Could You Leave Us? How could you leave us, man? And this is probably one of the most highly requested tracks because I have so many new subscribers that a lot of y'all didn't see the reaction when I actually had it up for which I believe was only for maybe like a day or two before YouTube took it down. Why to this day I still don't know, but it is what it is. So we're going back. I haven't heard it since then. I did this track like I believe it was like 3 months ago, maybe around there. I was still a rookie in this YouTube shit, which I still am a rookie. I was maybe like at 700 subscribers and stuff like that, and now we're about to hit 10K, which is insane to me, you know what I mean, which I say every day. I love every single one of y'all, you know what I mean. But yeah, so I did this track and I had very strong opinions, and since I was still new to NF and stuff like that, I had gotten a lot of shit for it, a lot of shit, you know what I mean. And basically, like I said, like I was new to NF, so I ate everything. I was like, oh, okay, thank you for you know what I mean. But when I heard Mama, I was correct on every single thing that I said. You know what I mean? And we're going to go through it verse by verse. I believe he has 3 verses, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really hear this track after that one time because this track, like, to me, it didn't really impact me, but I understood it. It was this one in Therapy Session was probably 2 of his most powerful tracks that I believe that he has ever done. I believe Therapy Session is more of an impactful track to me. This one is relatable to a good amount of people. If you've been through these type of situations, especially family and stuff like that. But Therapy Session was just more of a letting go type of thing, you know. But enough rambling on. Let's get right into the video. If you're new here and just found my pretty face for the first time, how you doing? My name is Ace. We do reactions to all types of music, all types of everything. We love NF on this channel. And if you're new here, make sure you check out the playlist to see what you've missed and all the tracks and stuff like that. And yeah, man, make sure you subscribe and everything else. Stay pink eye free. You already know. And if you don't know, basically pink eye free means don't keep coming and going and not subscribing, because that's how you're gonna catch pink eye. And the only way, and I want to help you, you know what I mean, I don't want you to catch pink eye, you know what I mean. So I want you to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. All right, so let's get into the video, man. Let's go.
Could you leave so unexpected? We waited.
Look at little Nate.
We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you. I needed you.
And you could tell this was probably, Therapy Session was one thing, but this one was probably, I guarantee y'all, this was probably, and I know a lot of y'all are either going to agree or like, what's the name, tell me that this was probably his toughest song to ever write. I guarantee you this is probably one of his toughest songs, because everything else, like I said, Therapy Session and stuff like that, were just releases. This was a release, but also putting his, like, it was a release, but it was talking about something personal to him, like extremely personal, which is his mother. You know what I mean? So
yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me. I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell. Yeah, welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison. Let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with the parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you.
so much passion, man. This one, like, he put so much passion in this shit, and that first verse was just so crazy. But yeah, man, like, he fucking, like, he wanted his mom to be there. You know what I mean? He wanted his mom to be there for the moments, for this, then the third. But this is one thing that I said. This is coming from a young Nate. You get what I'm saying? He didn't understand what his mom was going through. You get what I'm saying? And that is sometimes what happens with kids and stuff like that, especially in this generation, or even just before in our generation. We always thought about and I feel like that's just growth. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I gave so much props for on Mama. There was so much growth in that fucking track. It was insane. It was insane. Nate saw all of the stupidness that he said and did when he was young, even if it's just 5, 6, 7 years ago. It's maturity, you know what I mean? So like this right here just shows how young he was, and he was just thinking about himself. He never once thought, what is my mother going through that is making her go do these drugs, do these pills, do all this stuff, and then she's still trying to show up for you. You get what I'm saying? Everybody fights a demon, but it's just, especially when you're that young, you don't think about the other person. I just want you to be there for me. You know what I'm saying? Which is not bad. It is selfish, but it's not a negative thing because he's young. You know what I mean?
Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, Mom? What you young to understand? Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time.
And now what that line right there, I can't say that I forgive you because it just hasn't happened. Bruh, when he said I'm sorry, I think when he said that in Mama, when he apologized and he was saying that I'm talking to you from whatever, bruh, that gave me so much chills, bruh. Like, it was insane, because I was just like, bruh, because that line stuck with me throughout the whole NF journey, and that shit's still in my head. And then when I heard Mama, it was just, yo, this was such a dope ass fucking cap to this little anger that he had for his mom. You know what I mean? And it's so fucking crazy, but it goes again to what I'm saying, that he was young. He was young. He wanted his mom. She was never there. Obviously, his pops is not around, this, that, and the third. And also, we also heard so many bars about, what's the name? Remember when you had dude say in the trunk, and you had to, without letting pops know that you had these type of dudes around. You know what I mean? So it's just like little stuff here and there. And like I said again, he never knew what his mom, and he said that in Mama too, he never knew what his mom was going through. He never knew. Like, she just tried to show up when she could, but drugs is something, man. Like, that's an escape.
Passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us?
A strong record, man.
How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room, talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here.
gives me chills. I love this last verse. I love this verse right here, bro. Like this. Oh man, this is a strong verse right here. Run it back. And question, if any of you can answer this, at what age did he lose his mom? Like around what age? Because he said that she wasn't there for his graduation, but keeps showing us young Nate. You know what I mean? Kid Nate. So like around what age? Was it his teenage years? Was it like when he was like 8 or 9 or something like that? Because that I would like to know, because he just said that. I remember, I'm pretty sure he wasn't showing her music at fucking 8 or 9. If he was, then damn. But you know what I mean? Like, if any of y'all could comment down below.
Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor, I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us?
It's a strong record, man. Powerful.
Sometimes I think about like sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like you won't be there, you know. You won't be there for any of that.
Yeah.
I'll never get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would've just called you. I wish I would've just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. The pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Damn. It still hits crazy, man. It really does. Still hits crazy. Like, yeah, man, like it's such a powerful track, and I know so many people can probably relate to it. Maybe not only with drugs, but just with all the situation when it comes to their families, maybe their father, their mothers. I know so many people that's going through so much shit. I had my own little traumas when I was growing up and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like I said, like I think we all go through this type of situation where, especially in something like this, especially when you lose a loved one. Like how could you leave us and do that to yourself and not think about your kids? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a powerful track, man. Like I still stand by it, where this is young Nate. This is I want to say immature. He was in a lot of pain and selfish. I still stand by it, and selfishness is not a bad thing. It's just he didn't know what his mother was going through. You don't know what she went through to try to give you a small little fraction of life that you were type living. You know what I mean? So yeah, she was probably going through a lot of shit, and you know what I mean? Drugs got her, man. Like once you get addicted, it happens, man. But yo, start the discussion though, bro. Start the discussion. Let's talk about it. I don't care about my opinion. I care about y'all's. Definitely let me know what you thought of this video, and comment down below what's the next tracks that you want me to check, that you want me to do for Nate. And yeah, start the discussion, man. Am I wrong on what I said, or Yeah, let me know what y'all think about the video, and how do y'all feel like with the capping of with Mama and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all thought. Like, I thought that was such a great ending the way he did it. Like, you got young Nate and you got mature Nate with kids and a wife and everything like that, and he looked back and he saw what he did wrong, how he thought was wrong, and then he apologized to his mom, but also said his piece and stuff like that. So I thought that was completely beautiful. And yeah, man. So let's start the discussion. Comment down below. And if you're new here, you already know, man. Subscribe, hit that notification button, smash that like button, follow me on Instagram. We are hitting 10K this week. Hopefully by tomorrow morning. Let's get it, y'all. I love every single one of y'all, man. Peace.